Hello everyone! So who else thinks for They Are Billions that it would be a good idea to add in some additional colony types? And I'll get back to this in just one second. So currently we are in beta early access version 0.5.5 and things are constantly being added and glitches are constantly being fixed for this game. So, I mean, you can definitely tell the developers are working on this game, and that's good. And, you know, I think they're listening to the community a bit. And I've heard some other really cool ideas for this game, but I just, stumbled across this other idea when I was just thinking one day, and I was like, oh, maybe I should talk with you about this. So, currently they've got, they started with the Dark Moorland, and I believe after a couple updates, they expanded to these extra maps down here. And then game duration, I'm not sure if it was always 100 days or if there was always 80 days, but I think they expanded this over time. And then infected population, maybe this was always the way it was, but I definitely think that they may add different day ranges, they might add different infected population ranges, and I'm definitely thinking they're going to be adding more maps. So I was thinking, once you get to this survival game startup screen, maybe add in another section like right here, move the score factor down to like right here, and then call this little tab right here, call it colony type. And then under that have maybe 2 or 3 different colony types to start with. And now what I'm trying to get to with colony type is if you've ever played Age of Mythology or Age of Empires or even StarCraft 2, there's different races, and with those different races you get different army types, and then there's different units, different structures, different types of upgrades, all sorts of really cool stuff. Now, I was thinking they could definitely add that into this. I think that would be absolutely awesome. Who else thinks that would be a good idea? So, the colony type that we have right now, that's your base colony. I'm not sure what you would call that, but anyways, yeah, for example, for now, colony type 1, and then colony type 2 can have, instead of the tents, maybe they have some different type of starting housing, and then the secondary level has some different type of starting housing, and then the third level has a different type of starting housing, and then maybe there's different stats for these houses too. Like, for example, instead of needing 4 food to build these starting tents or whatever, starting housing, whatever you want to call it, it would cost 2 food, or maybe it'll cost more food but you get more colonists out of each different type of housing. And then that'll add a different aspect of gameplay, when you're playing this game. So do I need to go for wood first, or do I need to go for more food first? And then, also add extra types of structures, like different types of defenses, and then maybe add different types of tech buildings. So for example, in this, you have to get, your stone workshop and your wood workshop, and that gives you certain upgrades, and then you get the foundry, and that gets you certain upgrades. Well, maybe it would be a good idea to add different types of tech buildings. So call it something else. I'm not sure what you would call it. Of course, that's up to the game developers. But maybe have different requirements. So instead of having a stone workshop to get all the stone items, maybe you have just one starting building for this different type of colony, and all the wood and stone all the tech for that is in that one single building. And then you only have to get one more tech building, or maybe, spread it out to 4 different types of buildings, and all sorts of different stuff like this. And then have the units, have them be able to do different types of attacks and have different types of damages. So like Thanatos, he's awesome. He's got that mortar and he can just bomb the zombies from behind the walls. Maybe have another type of cool unit, but instead of launching a mortar, maybe it's got even better flamethrowers than the Lucifer. Maybe it launches a bomb, but then it blows up with flame or something like that, and then it can burn the ground for a certain amount of time afterwards. I don't know, something along those lines. I'm just trying to get the idea across here, and I think that it would be super exciting if they could add that in. So yeah, once again, instead of these 3 tabs alone, add in that 4th one, move the score factor down here, and then just for now, since it is in beta early access, just add 1 more colony type. I think that would add so much more to this game. And this game is so fantastic right now. I think that, as of where it is right now, it could just be, at least in my opinion, it's a complete game. It's super fun. You can spend hours upon hours playing this game and still not be able to beat the hardest difficulty. the hardest infected population plus the hardest game duration. So yeah, this game is definitely a challenge already, super fun, and there's 4 different types of maps for you to already explore. So there's a ton of hours of gameplay just at the base of this beta early access version that we have right now. But I'm just saying, you know, if the developers happen to need some more ideas or they have some extra time, maybe that's something cool to look into. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I am going to be doing more idea videos if I can think of anything. If any of you have ideas, make sure to post those in the comments. I would love to make another video on your idea for this game. Like if you liked the video, and I will see you all in the next one.